Okay, so to get to the high fuel pressure pump, you need to remove this cover right here. I got an engine on the floor, which I'm gonna show on. So you yank on this. This thing only has grommets, and it should come right off just like that. That's where your pump at. But if you remove all this, take off this little guy right here. It also has grommets, and you should be able to easily access all this. So remove your duct pipe here, air filter housing, sensor, vacuum line there, and loosen up the little bolt there, and this whole thing should come off, and you should be easily able to access this. So now we got an engine on the floor, makes it easier. So you're gonna need an 8mm Allen. Okay, I am using T40 torque. It's the same thing. I couldn't find my Allen, but an 8mm Allen would do. A 19mm wrench, a flathead screwdriver, 12mm with a long extension. I'm using an impact hitter instead of a ratchet, so get yourself a ratchet as well. But to make my life easy, I am gonna get a ratchet, so that's all we're gonna need here. So once, like I said, this is engine off. The vehicle makes it easier once that cover and everything is out. So this is something that you had to yank it with. You could use a flathead screwdriver or squeeze in the bottom. These tabs will come out. This connector, it has this side is broken, but it has a tab just like this right here, but on both sides. So you gotta squeeze it. You can lift it up and we'll make it easy. And it's not gonna be so easy now, but we will get this off once this is off. Yep, it's not gonna be easy, but I'll get it off. This one, it kind of got damaged while we was working on the vehicle, but you know what? It's already damaged. So on the opposite side, you're gonna have these stupid looking tabs. A pick would work better if you could pick it from the bottom. Let me show you on this one. If you could pick it from the bottom, you would be picking from right down there to lift that up right there. Okay, but you gotta do it on both sides. That's how this connector is. And this will come off. Thank you for breaking, but don't break yours, okay? So first we gotta get this line out. The line is gonna kind of bother us. So what we're gonna do is this cover, this mechanism right here, you're gonna have a lot of stuff. Get it out of the way. Duct pipe, you're gonna have ground attached down here, I believe so, or something else is gonna be attached down here. You're gonna have some retainers here. Take them off. The harness passes right through here, just like the one we took off right here. So 12mm and 12. It's easy for me to take it off with this little guy because he's been tampered with, okay? But if they sit there for years, they won't come out so easy. That's why a ratchet would work best for you. So this cover will come off. Keep everything in order. One bolt is longer, one is shorter. Okay, we got a bolt over here. So right down here, now we need to take out a fuel line right here. So it's gonna have pressure in it. Don't worry about it. The pressure is not gonna bother you, okay? So let's remove this clip right here. Just pull it forward and then out. Simple as that. Okay, and then you're gonna squeeze here. You're gonna have pressure come out through here, okay? That's fine. Let that pressure come out, okay? And just go slowly. Have a rag down below so you can just kind of catch whatever you can. So squeeze this tab and this guy will just come out. So squeezing this will release this. So you're gonna have a lot of pressure over here. So this is kind of flexible here. This is fine, but if you want to remove it from right here, will make life much easier. Just push in on this, push in on this, and this will. Okay, if you want to remove the line from here, you could do that too, but this is all we need to do here, okay? And then you should be able to kind of maneuver this. Since this is all loose, we'll just put it to the side, make our life easier. Now, you got a line going down to the injectors, okay? You got a bolt down here, okay? That's fine. That's fine. You're going to have more pressure back here, okay? So right now, this pump, all it has is this line you can remove right here. It has a washer, crush washer on each side. So make sure if you remove this, make sure you put that back in and check for leaks once you start up the vehicle. Prime the pump a few times and let that guy show you if there's any leaks, okay? Let's take off this guy. This is where our handy dandy 19mm is gonna come out. So it might, this engine been sitting here for a while, so it might still have pressure in it. So we don't know that, but let's see if I could get this guy with the one hand. There you go. It's loose. So there you go. There's a gasoline inside. That's perfect. Told you there's gonna be pressure in here. So you don't need to release the opposite side, okay, because this thing is gonna kind of back out. All right, here it comes. Nothing. Okay, you see that? You got a lot of freedom there. So now, next step, I might strip this one right here, but let's see how my torque reacts here, okay? There you go, pretty easy. There's one more back here. And there's our... So take it out slowly, evenly. Let's get that off. And there's our high pressure fuel pump. Okay, it's gonna push itself out just like that. Got a big old spring there. Usually these springs will break off, and if you guys start leaking over here, oil is coming out. That's due to your seal here. Okay, anyways, this is that. So if this thing breaks, your pump is not gonna work properly. So to put it back, you kind of gotta force it. But let's go a little bit further. Let's get this guy out of there. I gotta get that out of there. Who's gotta get more tools? So I got me a pick here, which might work, might not work, but I just want to get this sleeve out of there. And come on. Okay, it's not gonna work. Maybe this and a needle nose will plier will help me. I'm trying a strap tie in here. There you go. It's like a little plunger here. So this is a lifter. So you see how it works off the wall. This can break. This can get jammed. You can get stuck up on the top. So a lot of things go going on. So this only goes one way. You see that little notch right there? So that notch goes in there. So pretty much I'm going to reverse the procedure here. So right now your cam lobe is sticking up, okay? So if you want to turn the engine, that cam lobe will go down, and that will make your installation easier, okay? And there you go. So let's put a little bit of lube around this seal to get this baby back in. Shouldn't be very difficult. Okay, let's put this line right through here. And okay, this is where I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? You don't want these bolts doing the hard work for you, okay? It's best we turn the engine and bring that cam lobe down. But let me just snug these by hand only. And we're gonna go get a proper tool for turning our crankshaft. This tool right here will do. It's a 19 millimeter, but I might need a longer one. But we had no compression, so there you go. Just like turn it a few times, and our pump should kind of go down. Let's turn a little bit more, because remember, the cams don't turn as much as the crank, okay? And it's back up. There you go. I think that's the lowest we're gonna go. So let's do this little by little. You can push down on it. Okay, you can even push down on it, but there you go. That baby's in. Nice and tight. My socket is stuck. Come on. That's why I use the 8 millimeter. It's kind of creating teeth in there. And let's bring this up. So this thing is gonna kind of align itself, this pipe here. So you're gonna have to push on it. I'm doing it with one hand. And there it is. Let me get my 19. So I'm gonna tighten this baby up. Nice and good. So if you guys you do need to prime the pump after this. Okay, just turning the key, don't start the engine, turn the key a few times. It's gonna bring fuel through this fuel lines right in here, okay? So we're gonna almost kind of end the video, but let's lock this up. Nice and easy. Okay, there you go. That's how simple it is. So let's put this clip in. Okay, this has gotta be it's gotta align with the holes there. and it should snap in, drop right in just like that. This little guy goes in. This is the kind of weird clip right here. It goes in and it snaps right in. Okay, and then we got our recover here with the two 12mm. One here and one over here. I'm gonna switch up our sockets. Let's get this bolt into so we can knock all three out. Okay, you can, without putting this in, put everything else back in. You can check your pressure, prime your pump 2 to 3 times. And if your car doesn't start, you still gotta let this pump do its magic work, okay? And then remember, we broke this connector, but the connector is only gonna go one way. That clicks right in, put your cover in, put everything back in. And let's put this baby back in. This clips right in, this one I removed. And this is like that. So you wanna check leaks on this. So this is just another bolt here, and it has a pressure washer on each side. It only sits one way. And they got a bolt down here for this line if you want to remove, and then it goes down to the injectors. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. If your car doesn't start after this, you need to prime the pump, okay? Even this has to pump. You can't have a very minimum of gasoline either. You need to make sure you have at least more than a quarter tank, okay? Now I wouldn't let these cars go under a quarter tank. Anyways, the pump can fail different ways. It can fail internally. What I showed you, the spring, the lifter can break on the cam lobe, the plunger inside the little sleeve cylinder looking thing that I showed you can break, get jammed up. This sensor itself can fail, and could be a lot of reasons. Anyways, thank you for watching this video.